That's weird. That's weird. Kind of weirding me out.
You are a sad, strange little man.
Crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Isn't that weird?
That's weird, man.
It's strange.
Yeet, what up, campers? It is your camp counselor, Alex Tobin, here with my boyfriend.
We're friends and we're boys. I'm David Stokes.
But yeah, we're back in action. We're ready to pounce. We're ready. I don't know. What
pounce?
Yeah.
Are we jungle cats now?
It is camp.
What type of jungle cat would you be if you're a jungle cat?
A mountain lion.
Mountain lion, okay.
That was my elementary school mascot.
Hey, mine was a toucan.
That is not cool at all.
It's actually pretty fucking cool.
They got weird tongues, though. They're like sticks.
We would tie-dye our elementary school soccer jerseys because we were toucans.
That's fun. Fruit Loops.
Go Eugene.
Do you hear that?
What is that?
I can hear some. It sounds like a...
It almost sounds like a coward.
Coward. I was going to say the same. Oh, my God, look.
I'm not a coward. It is a coward.
Oh, my God. It is David Ledwith of Coward fame.
What's going on, guys?
Okay,
it's me. I'm here. I would like all of the cyberbullying that I've been getting for the past month.
It's slander.
Huge coward.
It's slander.
I would like it to stop. I'm here. I showed up. I showed my face.
So if you guys
I'm
don't
actually
know,
just going to take off now because I'm here and now nobody can call me
Hey, coward, shut up. Okay, I got to tell them about how you're a coward. So we've been trying to get David Ledwith on the podcast for
Since day one.
I think a couple months now.
I'm pretty sure as soon as we started bringing guests on, he was one of the top roster spots.
I have performance anxiety.
He's been dodging it left and right.
He's backed out of it, like, I think 4 or 5 times now.
I wouldn't call it back out of it. I would call it that, like, things came up and I didn't want to do it.
Oh, I'm a producer.
But you know what? You know what? I'm here. I'm excited. I'm staring at a beautiful ghost boy.
Oh, Gary.
Oh, yeah,
you want to
Gary.
hold him? Here,
I really
Gary
don't.
should be on your lap.
I really don't.
I just want him to get close to you so you could feel his essence.
No, I'm super serious, though. I don't.
He
hate
has
Gary.
essence.
He should be on your lap.
I feel
really
like, don't.
I feel like
I like it. I haven't seen he's got a little ball cap on.
Oh, he's styling.
Have we not talked about his little ball cap?
Boy, he's styling.
It's backwards.
Look at this thing.
It's not so much backwards. It's backwards to a little bit of a degree to the left. It's styling.
So, like, he's not only, like, he doesn't give a fuck about you, but he's also, like, fashionable.
He kind of looks like
to
he
steer
drinks
the conversation away from Gary because I'm a little terrified.
He looks like he drinks Monster energy drinks and revs his dirt bike.
He looks
to
like the
impress
kids
girls.
from high school that smoked cigarettes behind the gas station.
Those kids that were super sick and turned 18 because they got held back.
Yeah,
I know
that's
those
right.
people because I was one.
He looks like he tied women to railroad tracks. Okay, no, he doesn't look like that.
He looks like a boy that enjoyed hunting with his beloved father, and that's who he was.
Yeah.
That's who he is still now. I never thought about it. Do you think we could find his dad?
Holy shit.
Imagine going up to, like, a hunter in, like,
Mobile, Alabama.
like West Virginia, and being like, "Sir, are you Carl Matheson?" And he's like, "Yeah, why?" Did you have a son named Gary? He's like 89 now.
He's just like, I did.
We bring him like this tiny doll, and we're like, we found him. He'd just be like, get the fuck off my porch right now.
So anyway, I don't like ghost conversation.
Okay, well, that's perfect because, one more thing to bring up really quick.
Let's do it.
Wait, you don't like ghosts? This is a horror.
Well, here's the thing. I like ghosts. I'm friends of all ghosts. If any ghosts are around me, you're my boy. I just don't want to piss off a ghost. Everything I do is in respect, is in retupec, Derek Jeter, to retupec, to the ghosts.
What the fuck does that?
You guys aren't Yankees.
That was a deep
cut for Jared
That was
Cleaver.
way too deep.
Deep cut.
I feel like ghosts are kind of like that really pasty, scary white kid you go to high school with that you think is going to shoot up the school because you're nice to them.
Yeah,
so they don't
fucking
shoot
give
you?
him your mechanical pencil, dude. If
Yeah.
he asks for a pencil, you give him your nice little mechanical pencil.
Yeah.
That's true.
The one without the little clip thing broken
Those are the
off,
guys you want to
nice
be on the
one.
side with.
I like the mechanical pencils where you pop out the tip and then you shove it in the back and a new tip comes out the front. You ever done that one?
I don't like those.
Those are cool.
I'm all about new tips.
Well, I didn't use them, but I thought the idea was cool.
All about new tips.
Anyway, You don't have to talk about ghosts. That's fine because I have a story here for you.
Ooh, is this what type of story
We're
we
talking
doing?
news?
We're doing a news.
We're doing some news stories, okay? And this
Good,
one
because
just
I had some things too.
Oh,
so this
I
one
don't.
just actually happened, and I was skeptical about talking this on the podcast because of how weird and gross it is. But this man was flying. This it's fair to say he's morbidly obese. This is morbidly.
What are we talking? 450?
No, he looks like he's about like 310.
All right.
But
I mean, 310.
I got a good picture of the man.
310 is a very different weight when you're
310,
looking at
5'8".
someone who is 5'8". I was gonna say 5'8" compared to 6'8". That's a very different weight.
He has a lot of hair on like his shoulders, like coming down like from his like sideburn to his shoulders, but he doesn't have a lot of hair on top. It's very scarce. So
that's nice.
You know what he looks like. So basically, he was flying Taiwanese airline. And from Los Angeles,
He was flying the plane?
he was a passenger.
Thank God.
He was a passenger. I don't think there's such thing as a fat pilot for some reason.
Have you ever seen a fat pilot?
I've never
I
seen
haven't.
a fat pilot.
That's a
They
good
have
question.
weight restrictions?
So
I feel like you gotta fit in that cockpit.
the plane would nosedive immediately. So he's flying from Los Angeles to Taipei, which is not a good look for LA. And an incident happened where he had to go to the bathroom. But he was also in a wheelchair, so he's like, I need assistance to get to the bathroom. They helped him to the bathroom, and it was a 12-hour flight. You remember this?
There are too many variables to this fucking
wait,
story.
just listen. 12-hour flight, 2 hours in a wheelchair. I need to go to the bathroom.
Is this like a math equation that I need to do at the end?
So how many apples did he
how many
shit out?
watermelons?
How many apples came out of his ass? So they help him into the bathroom, and once he's in the bathroom, he will not let them close the door because he says if they close the door, he can't breathe. So he
that's just common knowledge.
Wait, what?
You guys don't do that on airplanes?
he says
Always leave the door wide open when I'm shitting.
So he's so fat or whatever, just so big that he's like, don't close the door, I can't breathe if you do that. I'm like claustrophobic, I can't breathe. That was like an excuse probably. So they
don't fly internationally.
They help him take off his pants and underwear and assist him in the bathroom. And then he says that he goes to tell people, I need help wiping. It's all okay. Listen to this before you say anything.
I know this story. I saw the picture of this guy.
So before you say anything, it's all female flight attendants for some reason.
Was this Harvey Weinstein?
This is not Harvey Weinstein, but he's going to Taipei, so you know he's like a creep who's probably just like.
Okay, you can't just say that, but
not everybody who goes to Taipei is a creep, but like
that's like the Saturday Night Live skit when the guy's like, "I learned Thai because things."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, exactly. It's like why are you going there? It's like there's a lot of questions. So basically, he said, "I need help wiping," and they're like, "We can't help you. Like we think that's like beyond our scope of a job description," which is completely understandable.
Yeah.
So he keeps asking. He says he cannot get off the toilet.
Well, shit. I don't even think I could wipe my own ass in an airplane bathroom.
There's like multiple hours left, and they're like, we have to get this guy out of the bathroom. Obviously, it's 2 hours into this long ass flight, and
2 hours in.
So
bad airport planning. He could have just done this.
So, yeah, he just shit his shit in the airport bathroom. But I have a feeling this was strategic because then,
he was planning on this the whole time.
Yeah, the head stewardess was like, I'll go in and help him because someone's got to do it. She goes in. He exposes his genitals to her, apparently.
I mean,
could be an accident. I don't want to say that, but
probably he had to have grabbed it and shaked it and made a face like, meh.
So he exposed his genitals like, that could have been blown out of proportion. Let's not kid ourselves. But then
he's taking a shit. There's no way he couldn't expose his genitals. Does he have a cod piece with him?
Tuck him, baby, tuck him.
Stop.
You guys ever do that thing where you tuck them?
You tuck what?
No, keep telling your story.
So basically, what ends up happening is that this lady helps him, and as she's wiping him, let me find the quote really quick. He says, let me see, where is it? The cabin director who wiped the man's behind claimed the passenger began to moan and said, "Deeper," while assisting him. No!
I thought you said that's to do with ghosts.
No!
Paranormal! It's just like assault.
I said we don't have to talk about ghosts because we can talk about this, which is I'm beginning to realize how
this makes ghosts look great.
Exactly.
Do you not read these things before?
No, I did. That's why I told you guys I didn't know if I wanted to read it all.
And after he said deeper, he disappeared.
So they're suing him, and the airline said that they're gonna have male flight attendants.
What airline?
On every
for this exact reason,
like Thai Air or something like that.
That just sucks because if you're working Thai Air and they're like, oh, you're a male, like
Taiwanese airline,
yeah, they're like, if you get hired as a male stewardess on that, it's like, it's like, fuck, I'm gonna get my hands real dirty.
You just open up the door for like old weird guys to be like, oh, I'm okay with a male stewardess wiping my ass, so like I'm just gonna go on that plane because I know that he has to now.
Did they put like a link to apply or?
There's one qualification. Actually, there's two.
Getting elbow deep.
Can you speak Taiwanese? And can you wipe an ass deep?
Second one, big yes.
Big.
First one.
How good is your ass wiping?
So the other thing I wanted to get into, which is, this is the one that I actually want to talk about because I thought it was so funny and kind of weird. But the FBI apparently found a man, a 54-year-old man named Dave Murray.
It's a good name.
Great name.
Worked at Harris County Morgue.
Never mind.
They were suspicious of him because apparently there had been a lot of penises missing from the dead bodies.
Yeah,
and
sounds about right.
That
happens.
They raided his Houston home and they found 3,178 embalmed penises in jars on his bookshelf.
How many? 300 and what?
3,100. 3,178 embalmed.
So I don't know what
shit.
size of bookshelf this man has, but if we're talking even small jars,
His bookshelf
that's got to be a wraparound.
His bookshelf better have a ladder attached to it.
Yeah.
swords were crossing.
Yeah.
Because he must have had multiple dicks in one jar.
Oh,
yeah.
for sure. He had to have.
Can you imagine like getting your dick in that, like your dick's
How many
in
dicks
there,
can you fit in a mason jar?
and you're with some asshole's dick, and you're just like, God, I gotta live with this guy.
So,
But then you're also with like another dick, and you're like, damn, that's a pretty big dick. Damn it.
Yeah. Like, fuck.
It's like when you're in the locker room, you're like, maybe I'll just towel change.
so apparently,
what did I do?
So he explained in great detail how he cut off the men's penises, not women's penises, men's
scissors?
penises, and he'd been doing it for more than 10 years. So that's why he had such a hefty collection.
Okay, hold on. So you say 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the math on this one.
Okay,
real quick.
but while you're doing the math, really quick.
Hold on. How many pieces? You said 3,000.
3,178. But while you're doing the math, he has 53 criminal charges that have been filed against him, and many believe, the FBI believe, that it could reach over 3,000, which is weird because dead people don't need their penises, right? I mean, what's the difference between a hospital taking it for an organ transplant and what's his name? Henry?
So he was averaging. He was basically
Dave Murray taking penises. No difference.
What do you have against somebody named Henry where you just think no. You heard it here first. Dominate to all people named
penises.
or Henry.
So I'm terrible at math, but I'm pretty sure he was snipping a dick.
That sounds like a dance move. Like, are you cutting a rug? No, I'm snipping a dick.
He was snipping a dick almost every day. It was 0.8 days.
Wow. So he's probably like maybe getting like 3 bodies, snip. But it's
Like there were a few days where he's like, I don't want this in my collection.
It's an interesting crime though because
That's a bad dick.
Okay, honestly, now
he
that
was
I think about it,
addicted.
honestly,
good.
now that I think about the math, because it's not like it's just a male thing, and they have males every day. So there's the females in there. So he might have just taken every fucking dick.
It seems like you because
Valid point, David.
Thank you.
We got our math whiz over here.
We're holding hands now.
Okay, I'm over
pretty
here.
intense.
I'm over
He
here.
won't
Not
let
letting
it
He
go.
won't let go.
I'm not holding hands. So basically, what I wanted to say was, it's kind of the perfect crime. Like, how often, once they dress the dead guy, do they go, well, let's make sure his dick's there?
There's got to be a
porn
payout
star?
for a perfect crime.
You think a porn star?
You can do a lot of crimes that are just beneficial to one man.
guess you're right.
It's not the perfect crime. We're moving on.
You think a porn star has an open casket with his dong out?
No, because he has family.
It had to have happened once. Okay, the
Maybe.
family knows.
Full
Maybe.
suit, zipper undone, dong out.
Like Ron
Absolutely.
Jeremy, maybe.
Hopefully,
He's alive.
And his parents are dead. And
Allegedly.
he's.
How do you know, man?
I mean, have you seen him?
Yeah.
I don't want to see what his parents look like if that's what he looks like. But so those
respect to the hedgehog.
I
dude.
know, no, he's called the hedgehog for a reason. You
So
know?
I don't have a traditional news story.
Oh, you have one though.
I have a bone to pick with one member of this podcast group.
Whom?
Well, I'm just going to say this and you can figure out who.
Okay.
There's been a lot of shit talking on this podcast
It's probably me.
about Oscar-winning film, Beetlejuice.
Oh,
I don't know if you two know.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
I mean, the Oscars are coming up. I want to put it out there.
Did you
that
order
better
a
put-
Beetlejuice stripper
you
to
better-
come in right now?
No, shut up. You better put some respect on the name, Tobin.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you knew this, but Beetlejuice, 1988 film, beautiful film, won the Oscar for Best Makeup.
Can I?
So anytime
Yo.
Beetlejuice is mentioned on the podcast, I want you to say Oscar-winning film Beetlejuice.
That's
Oscar-winning film Beetlejuice.
okay. I'm
Thank you. I'm gonna give a quick pound to my boy Stokes over here.
I'm having
That's a good one.
problem biting my tongue because I honestly watched Beetlejuice 2 nights ago.
You fucking loved it.
It
didn't
was
you?
delightful.
It's so good.
No, okay.
I still haven't seen
The reason
it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
the reason I watched it is because I listened to another podcast called Blank Check and it's really good, and they talked about Beetlejuice and they talked about how they won an Oscar for Best Makeup.
sorry.
And it's crazy that you just pulled that out of
Why
your
do you
ass.
just know everything that comes up on this podcast?
Are you talking about Blank Check, the one with the kid
The
gets
kid gets
hit?
a blank check
It's not.
on Disney.
He gets
Is that
hit-
when he lives in Mount Rushmore?
No,
He gets a water
his
slide.
bike gets run over, and
Yeah.
then he.
Is that the one he lives in Mount Rushmore?
No,
No.
that's Richie Rich.
Yeah,
and
same fucking thing.
No,
he doesn't
not
live
at
in
all.
That's where the vault is.
Anyway, I just want more respect on this podcast for
Okay,
Beetlejuice.
no,
okay?
I give Beetlejuice all of its respect
Great.
because it's so good. You forget that Beetlejuice is only in like 10 minutes of that movie.
Is he?
Rewatch it?
17 minutes and 30 seconds.
Shut up, you don't know that.
17 minutes and 35 seconds. Look it up right
Are
now.
you fucking serious?
Google it.
I'm not
Google
fucking
it.
kidding.
Google it.
Okay,
Google-
wait.
Hey, as he Googles this, I'm going to throw out a quick little recon. If anybody knows anyone who is a Beetlejuice actor, please just send us some information. Look, we want to get Beetlejuice on the show.
I'm not
if we
lying.
can get like
I would love
Universal
I would
Studio,
love to be here and just have a Beetlejuice actor standing in the room watching
Holy
us pod.
shit, 17 minutes.
17 minutes and what?
my
I don't see
God.
seconds, but that's close
It's 17
enough
minutes
for
and
me.
35 seconds.
Out of
I
an-
fucking love Beetlejuice, my guys.
We got a savant with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Beetlejuice
respect.
savant.
That's respect.
Holy shit!
Ritupek.
We're too packed.
Oh my God!
So,
should we get
deep
into our
cuts.
stories?
We should probably get into these now, huh?
This has been a lot of nonsense.
Yeah. Okay. I'm ready whenever you guys are.
All right, cool.
Okay, so I'm going to be talking about a woman by the name of Tamara Samsonova.
Off to a good start.
Yeah, killing it, dude.
I had a stroke. No, she's Russian, but she's also known as the Granny Ripper. And she's also known
That
as
sounds like a male porn star.
Did you say granny or grainy?
Granny, Grandma, Granny Ripper, or AKA the Baba Yaga, which is also a porn star name. Anyway, so the Tamara was a Tamara was a 71-year-old Russian serial killer who is thought to have claimed the lives of 14 victims in between the years of 2000 and 2015. Just so you know, Baba Yaga, if you're very curious about that, because that sounds like a made-up word. But apparently Baba Yaga is a famous witch in the east of Russia, which spooks and scares little children across Eastern Europe for many centuries. Baba means grandmother or old woman in most Slavic languages, and Yaga comes from the Old Russian verb yagat, which means to abuse or to find fault.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, you gotcha.
I don't even get that.
Baba, you gotcha.
So it's basically just like a normal witch. Like in America, we have witches.
Just
It's
a normal old lame
So
witch.
they just called her Baba Yaga. She's just a little witch. So Tamara was born on April 25th, 1947, in the city of Uzhur. Russian is very hard to pronounce.
I was going to say, those are two very different things.
It's like Uzhur, and it's Uzhur. And had a relatively normal upbringing. After high school, she entered the Moscow State Linguistics University, getting a degree, then quickly moving to St. Petersburg, where she bought a house with her newly married husband, Alexei Samsonov, in 1971. So she...
Great year.
71?
It's a good
You guys
year.
remember 71? That was a good year, man. Anyway,
Can't
keep
say
going,
I
dude.
do.
I think Bob Dylan was on top. So anyway, she was like living a completely normal life, no violence, no nothing that would even relate to murder. So After moving, though, Tamara found a job at a travel agency inside the Grand Hotel Europe, where she followed her daily routine for the next 16 years before retiring and enjoying the rest of her days with her husband. Tamara and Alexei lived their quiet, retired lives in solitude and peace for 18 more years until Alexei went missing the year 2000.
How old is this woman?
I think she's 71 now, so she was probably like 60 something then. And apparently Tamara went to the police herself looking for her husband.
Good move if you murder your husband. I'm going to say that right now. You go to the police station, you have the mascara, you have the tears. You're like, John is gone.
That's what I'm saying, Alexei's gone.
I know, but I'm saying, like, if you murder... Yes. We're in America,
sorry,
Tobin.
did you say Jonah?
John is gone.
Oh, I think you said Jonah.
Sorry, let me do another American name. Brian is gone.
He's gone.
God, you guys are
just Ryan?
You're just tearing me apart tonight.
So basically, they went to the police, and their search turned up completely unfruitful. But to be fair, in 2015, she actually went back to the police again about her husband's disappearance, but it came up, they still couldn't find him, and she believes that he ran off with another woman. She says he ran off with another woman, which is
more like she put him in a stew.
It will make more sense as we go along in this story.
Did she put him in a stew? Anyway, keep going.
She put him in a jacuzzi with a couple carrots and an onion.
But I have to agree with David over here, where he says that the first person they look at is the spouse for a murder.
Mm-hmm. Always.
So
always turn yourself in, baby.
Yeah. So after her husband's disappearance, though, Samsonova began renting a room in her apartment to visitors. Now, like I said, she estimated to have murdered 14 people, but currently they have only found 2 bodies of the victims. The rest of the kills are actually documented in her personal diary, which is written in not 1, but 3 languages. Whoa. Russian, English, and German.
Just in case,
That's fucking weird, right?
Like, if someone's going to catch me, I want people from all 3 areas to be able to read exactly what I did.
Like, that makes me think that she's kind of like...
Here's the evidence.
Schizophrenic or like split personality type thing going on there, right? Am I the only one?
Or she's just cocky.
Yeah, she's like, I went to
I'm gonna put as much evidence
linguistic
there
school.
is.
Ooh, look at me! She did go to a linguistic school. Maybe she learned.
It's a code, baby. Da Vinci Code.
Da Vinci Code. Have you read it?
I'm also now like Vince Vaughn from Swingers. I'm saying baby after everything.
And I like how you just said Da Vinci Code, and now everything makes so much sense.
Yeah, it's a fucking code, dude. You can't see what I'm writing.
It's an easy out.
If you saw my diary, you'd be so confused.
So in that very
it's just really bad grammar. That's the code. Continue.
Words. Mine is just trying to figure out how to spell things.
It looks like a different language, but it is English. So in that very same diary, she writes a detailed dismemberment of bodies in between her daily task of notes. So she would write like, I chopped off their head. And then like the next line would be, slept badly, drank some coffee, walked around the house, took my medicine. I did not eat today. And then she also wrote about going out and buying marshmallows.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I didn't even know they had marshmallows in Russia.
What a shitty thing to spend money on.
Well, do they even have marshmallows in Russia?
Why wouldn't they? You don't think Russians enjoy s'mores?
Well, no, they have marshmallows. They're just, like, very hard and not sweet.
Yeah. And they're red.
Did we send them all of our packing peanuts and tell them they were marshmallows?
They sent those circus peanuts, those really shitty candies.
Oh, those are really bad.
I went through a phase where I really liked them.
Of course you did.
Those are
That's because it was more of a self-hatred
phase. Those are next to Boston.
You deserve this.
Those are next to Boston baked beans.
Okay, no.
And dots. You know the dots on a piece of paper that you like bite off? Oh, what?
Oh, those dots. I thought you meant the other dots.
No, those dots are good.
The ice cream dots?
Those Dippin' Dots. You shut your mouth. Boston baked beans are so much worse than the circus peanuts.
They are really, really bad.
Perkis peanuts.
Okay, so now the police are now releasing... The police are not releasing the full diary until these multiple murder cases are solved, but according to investigators, on September 6, 2003, during a sudden quarrel, she killed her tenant, a 44-year-old resident from Norilsk.
You can't just make up names on the podcast, dude.
Lying about this story?
I'm not. So basically, this diary the reason they think that there are 14 people murdered from this woman is because there are 14 documented cases in her actual diary, but they are not releasing the full diary to the public until these murder cases are solved, or at least she is dealt with in a way they feel is solved. So they released that another man, a 44-year-old from Norilsk, has been murdered by her, but they haven't released his name or anything like that. Because this is pretty recent. This is 2015 that she got caught, so it wouldn't be that crazy to think that the case is still continuing. So now, although she may have murdered more victims in those coming years, it took until the year 2015 for her to finally get caught. In March of 2015, Samsonova met 79-year-old Valentina Nikolaevna Ulunova.
Very proud of you.
It's hard. So, who lived on Dmitriev Street, another very Russian thing. She was a friend of Tamara and asked. A friend of Tamara asked Ulunova to shelter Tamara because apparently her house was getting renovated or something like that. So she's like, "Hey, my friend's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Can she live with you?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'll let her live with me." So it's,
It's usually a bad thing when someone says, "Hey, my friend's really fucking weird. Can I live with you?" And
she might have redacted that part of the statement, but I think Valentina found out soon enough. So Tamara actually liked Valentina a lot, though. They lived together for several months, and Tamara actually really liked Valentina, and she wrote in her diary that they found, "I love Valia," which is Valentina's nickname. So
creative.
So she began to like living in the apartment as well, wanting to stay there for longer and refusing to move out. And over time, the relationship between the two deteriorated, and Valentina eventually asked Samsonova to leave. So she's like, "Tamara, get the fuck out of here. You're being a little weirdo." And apparently, Samsonova confessed to the police that Valentina had told her, "I am tired of you," but she was afraid to leave and go back to living alone in her home. Saying, "I was scared to live at home and I panicked." She would go on later to say that she was so afraid to go home because she said that there was a man haunting her, a maniac haunting her from the upstairs who forced me to kill. So there's a man apparently living upstairs telling her to murder people.
Yeah.
So
that's how it all starts.
So
wait, do you guys not have that in your apartment?
Mine's my landlord.
Oh yeah, you're the top floors. That's your job to be that person for the people underneath you.
Well, I scream enough. I mean, I don't know if they can hear me, but
that's just the night terrors.
So yeah, that's actually painfully true. So at this point, she's basically looking for a reason to kill Alex. What did I say her name was?
No, Alexei was the husband.
Fuck me. Valentina.
So
at this point, she's looking for a reason to kill Valentina. And basically, that day came when they got into an argument about a dirty cup.
That's how it starts.
It always starts like
Most
that.
You led with dirty, and I thought you were going to go somewhere else, but cup, yeah, that's a good answer.
Well, what do you think I was going to say?
Let's just keep with cup.
Yeah, we're going cup.
Okay.
This is a family podcast.
So she knew...
This is a fucking family podcast, you piece of shit.
So she knew on that day that, this was probably her time to take action. So the next day, Tamara convinced a local pharmacist to sell her phenazepam.
Classic high school drug.
It's something about that, which is used as a pre-medication before surgery, as it augments the effects of anesthetics and reduces anxiety.
So a good high school drug, huh, David? You use that one a lot in high school?
No.
Shut up, dude.
You know what's really funny, though? Apparently...
You did?
No. I read it...
You know what's really funny, man?
I'm on it right now.
You ready for a good laugh?
I'm on it! So, it, reduces anxiety. I'm screaming for some reason. No. Stop. So, apparently, it has, a big resurgence in Russia right now, and they're, everyone's using it, very loosey-goosey, and, kids are using it, and they're just because, everybody has anxiety right now, right? You know that?
I mean, why wouldn't you? Look at the fucking world.
Yeah, it's true.
Is it as big as crocodile?
As I forgot who said this, but it's maybe not.
You guys know about crocodile?
I know about crocodile. We'll get into crocodile.
Actually, I don't.
I might have to do an episode
Yeah,
about
do an
crocodile
episode.
because that shit's wild.
But like I was gonna
We'll
say,
talk after.
I think it was like Andy Samberg who said like the world has always been this bad, but now we have phones, so we know quicker.
I think he said the world was always a nightmare, but now that we have phones, it seems much worse. Or something like that. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Let's argue about quotes.
Okay. I agree with David's quote there.
What quote do you have to argue about?
I don't have any.
So I'll get back to her pills that she bought to reduce anxiety and use as an anesthetic. She then bought an Olivier salad from the store, Valentina's favorite dish.
I love that salad.
And you know what the salad is?
Yeah, they crack a raw egg over the top of it.
No, it's not. It's actually a bunch of boiled potatoes and like carrots and stuff like that.
So it
which
sounds
is
more like a stew.
Super Russian. No, it's like a salad. It's like a creamy, like potato salad type thing.
Sounds good to me. I love potatoes.
Yeah. So, and then I'll let Tamara tell you in her own words in an interview she did with a Russian newspaper.
Are you
what
gonna do a voice?
happened next? I would love to do a voice.
Please do a voice.
Oh, okay.
Really, everybody give them a minute to
Okay,
just
give me a
really
minute, give me a
absorb
minute.
in that voice.
Okay, ready? Oh, I have to say Fenanzapam, that pill, but I'll just say 50.
Make up a different name for it.
Okay, I'll call it Fen.
There you go.
Okay, cool. Ready? Here we go.
I came home and I put a whole pack of 50 pills in her Oliver salad. She liked it very much. I woke up after 2 a.m. and she was lying on the floor. So I started cutting her into pieces. It was hard for me to carry her to the bathroom. She was fat and heavy. I did everything at the kitchen where she was lying.
There you
Holy shit, that was
like
probably the best moment of this entire podcast. Holy shit.
That was good, right?
I'm fine.
I was suffocating myself, so
That was good.
I wasn't interrupting.
So she put 50 pills in this salad, which is fucking nuts.
50 pills?
She put 50 fucking pills in this salad. That's nuts.
Hey, there's sunflower seeds.
Those
How
are
do you not see 50 pills?
uncooked chunks of potatoes. I don't know what voice
Why
that
did it
was.
become Japanese?
No.
Uncooked chunk of potatoes.
So yeah, I don't know, but she put the 50 pills in her potato salad basically,
Yeah.
and then she woke up at 2 a.m. and she was lying on the floor, like basically just like no anxiety in her body at all.
Yeah, it's great. It worked. All
So-
50 of them worked.
So apparently, but she was still alive. She was just like under kind of anesthesia a little bit, and so she just started like cutting her up. And she said she had to do the whole thing in the kitchen instead of the bathroom, which she usually did it because her friend was so fat. So don't. So
what?
that's a good tactic. Be fat so you don't get murdered. Right?
Have you seen 7?
I have seen 7, and that guy was fat, but he died of a specific.
That guy gets murdered, my guy.
That murderer was looking for a fat guy. He was looking for a glutton, and it was Kevin Spacey. So we
Pronounced
can't
gluten.
say that guy anymore. I mean, we can't say Kevin Spacey anymore. We have to say that guy.
Yeah,
Evan
fuck
Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
He fucking ruined that movie. Damn it, Kevin.
I've always hated Kevin Spacey. I hated him long before all this shit came out. He's just such a smug
I
fuck.
Welcome
hate-
to Hot Takes.
I hated Kevin Spacey before it was cool to hate Kevin Spacey.
I'm just saying. Before I knew that he was a piece of shit, I still thought he was a piece of shit.
He was a good actor. I liked him. In
Ugh, he was so
movies.
smug.
He was, but I mean,
Hated it.
creepy guy now.
He's a real keepy guy.
He's a keepy guy.
you should
So-
have me as a guest here.
so
Yo, Kevin Spacey, I know you're really looking for work right
The
now.
whole episode is him just staring at you.
He's just like, so when I heard in the other episodes you guys took your shirts off.
he's like, I heard you did a little Russian woman accent. Don't ever do that because I don't like that.
When your shirt coming off.
Anyway, okay, let's move on. But it's really funny though because during a crime reenactment, she actually showed investigators how she cut Miss Olanova's body using 2 knives and a handsaw, which she borrowed from a neighbor years before.
That's the way you do. You borrow a lawnmower 2 years ago, and then
Exactly. Because if you throw it in the alleyway, they go, oh, like it has their name written on the handle in Sharpie. You're like,
you got to give them some time. Like, wait, what did happen to my chainsaw? Where did that go?
yeah. So, but talking of handsaw, apparently she used the handsaw to cut off Valentina's head, and then she used the 2 knives to dismember the rest of the body. She then wrapped the dismembered body parts in curtains and put them in bags before carrying them out and dumping them near a pond on Dmitrieva Street.
A pond seems like a lazy option.
Dude, this lady...
Ponds are small.
Well, that's what I was going to say. She's so old that... I'll get into it in a second, but she could not carry the shit far.
I'm not trying to be
murder.
ageist, you guys.
No.
I'm not trying to be ageist. I'm just saying that was a terrible murder.
No, she's bad at this. I mean, maybe she was good at it because she got away with like 13 other ones, or maybe she's crazy and she thought she killed 13 people, or I don't know, but...
There's no age on being a rookie.
Okay. I think she just joined too late in the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's a rookie at this shit.
Yeah, it's like if Barry Bonds got it back up to the plate and he's like, I'm going to hit a home run. You're like, Barry, you're not going to hit it. He's like, watch
Barry,
me.
you're not on steroids anymore.
So, like, he catches the ball, like, at the plate and then runs, like, halfway to center field and then throws the ball over. And he's like, I hit a home run. And they're like, Barry, we know you didn't hit that.
Barry, just
sit down.
hit the dugout.
We know
Barry.
you cut her head
Barry.
off.
Barry, we've got your favorite seeds. Just go to the dugout, please.
So.
Is it ranch? Sorry. Ranch?
Is that ranch?
What is that? I don't know. If that
You don't
is-
know his steroid voice? He's got a high-ass voice, man.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know your reference. I thought he loved ranch.
Yeah, Michael Jackson took a lot of steroids.
He was in his calves. That's why he can moonwalk so good. So, like I'd like to get back to how she was such a weak piece of shit she couldn't carry this body. So,
oh my god.
It's okay to talk shit about old people if they murder people. I don't care. And also, she's Russian, and apparently we're not supposed to. They hack our emails and shit like that. So
Yeah, man. They're the biggest threat.
If they hack my email, they just see how Kaiser Permanente is really afraid of me getting the flu right now. So she managed to carry the hips and the legs only as far as the nearest backyard, which is really shitty for her neighbors. But she told the newspaper that apparently.
I hope you wrote that down.
No.
Really shitty for her name.
No, I did not write that down. But apparently, the reason that they know all of this is because they caught her on like CCTV, like leaving the apartment numerous times carrying bags and like just ditching them in like alleys. And you know, Russia, there's like literally
There's a camera on every fucking corner.
Exactly, there's dash cams, there's cameras everywhere because there's like so much crime and fraud and all that shit going on.
And us
there.
Americans love watching it.
I've watched some and they're fun.
I just love drinking a 6-pack of Bud Light and watching that CCTV in Russia.
Oh.
You see my potatoes, they're cooked to perfection. Oh, babushka, come here, give me kisses on the lips. Give your grandma a kiss on the lips. Come over here, give your grandma a kiss on the lips.
Oh my god, it's Kevin Spacey, it's not my grandma! Okay, I'm done. Was that good? You like that?
I don't know.
Okay, that was good.
I feel like that's out of my my reach to say if that was good or not.
You're never out of Kevin's reach.
Like, truly or not.
Okay, so like I said, she was carrying these plastic bags on CCTV as well as a big pot. Now, what was in the pot, though? Tamara apparently then boiled the head and the arms of the dead woman, or I think they were the hands, of the dead woman in a big saucepan. The head and the hands and all the inner organs have not been found by the police since she disposed of them, because apparently she threw them in a giant garbage can, and they come and collect on Friday, every Friday.
Every Friday.
So they took the pot and
Just a bunch of marinara in there.
I think she thought that if she
Some basil marinara.
the garbage guy's like, hey, look, we got another bowl of spaghetti. So
Are we ever gonna get through the story?
No, we're not. So, basically, she ditched the torso near the pond because she's like, oh, they can't identify somebody from a torso, not even realizing that they could just, like, check the blood and stuff like that.
Well, the belly button.
DNA.
I mean, we've all got
Everybody has
blood.
their belly button as a picture when you're born.
Except for Kyle
Really?
XY.
Yeah.
Except for Kyle XY.
Well, yeah, that was the whole point of Kyle XY.
Yeah, he didn't have a belly button.
Yeah. He
No, everybody thinks it's fingerprints. It's
No.
belly buttons.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Okay,
Whoa.
so she boiled her hands and head in a pot and threw them in the garbage. And apparently the entire process of cutting up the body and boiling the head and getting rid of it all took 2 hours, which is actually pretty efficient for an old woman. It would take me at least like 5 because I just have like a.
That's what you get when you get a babushka.
She's
That's
like a
some hot
season.
water.
She's a seasoned veteran in her mind, but she doesn't have the physical ability to get away with this murder at this point. So, what ended up happening? She wrapped the torso. I'm sorry. The wrapped torso went unnoticed for a couple of days by the pond, which is typical Russia. You know, you never check the unwrapped torso near the pond, before some local dogs drew attention to it, and the police were able to identify the body and immediately went to Valentina's residence where Tamara was still living because, like you said, she wanted to she's like, oh, I'll just kill her and then live here until the cops come. She wanted to get caught. It was really weird. They found traces of Valentina's blood in the bathroom and rings from the curtain, which she used to wrap the body in the apartment. And when the cops showed up, she immediately confessed to the murder, as well as 4 others. They're like, knock, knock, knock. They're like, hey, how's it going? I hurt your stomach gurgle.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know.
But they're like, knock, knock, knock. And they're like, hey, what's up? How's it going? We're looking for Valentina.
I killed him while I boiled the head and I threw it in the trash can for all those hungry trash men to eat.
So she just straight up was like, I did it.
She just said I did. I think she wanted to get caught at this point. I don't think she had anything.
She started paying for food and living. She's like, just put me in jail.
Yeah, and apparently one of the other murders she confessed to was actually confirmed later by her diary. Several quotations from the diary were given to the press, referring to a tenant to whom she had rented a spare room. She quoted, she wrote in the thing, I killed my tenant Volodya, cut him into pieces in the bathroom with a knife, put the pieces of his body in a plastic bag, and threw him away.
Kind of trash he was.
But the thing is, the police confirmed that murder, which happened a year prior. So, not all of these were completely crazy. She basically this was a confirmed one. They're like, oh, we found that dude's torso near that pond. We just didn't know who did it because
What's up with this lady in ponds?
I think you stick to what you know.
Yep.
And
shallow bodies of water.
And her favorite show was Pond Stars.
Stop. Can you stop?
Chumley, come get this torso.
Yo, isn't Chumley in life prison?
Wait, I like how...
I don't stay up on Chumley.
Pretty sure Chumley is in
That's too dark.
50 to life.
Oh, I like how Rick Harrison pretends stuff sit on the shelf for a long time, even though he sell it very quickly.
So, Pawn Stars. Police also suspected cannibalism as a part of her murder because apparently in the victim found near the pond a year before and with what's her face? What do I call her name? Valentina. Yeah. Both of their lungs were gone.
Gotta eat them
lungs. That's a tender meat.
Yeah, no.
It's great
That's
in a
so you
stew.
get extra air in your body.
So
it's a great stew.
Some people think cannibalism, and some people think that she was really into astrology, and she carved astrological signs into body parts and kept them. And it's really weird. I'm not saying people who are into astrology kill people.
What,
but
is she a millennial?
Exactly. Apparently, they put the lungs on avocado toast. But many believe that she mentioned cannibalism in her diary as well. But like I said, that is not. We can't get that, as the public. The cops still have it, and
I'll go get it for you.
when they asked the cops if she was cannibalistic, the police said it is not excluded. So they still do believe that she is cannibalistic.
They're not confirming or denying.
Exactly. And to wrap this up, it says that, shut up, fucker. Well, you don't like a little Russian killer?
No, it's good.
So after being remanded in custody, she told journalists, I knew you would come. It's such a disgrace for me. All the city will know. So she was just more concerned about her reputation in the city than her actual prison sentence. Because on July 29th of 2015, she attended her trial stating, I was getting ready to this court action for dozens of years. It was all done deliberately. There is no way to live. With this last murder, I closed the chapter. The judge then asked, I am asked to arrest you. What do you think? And she replied,
You decide, Your Honor. After all, I am guilty, and I deserve a punishment.
Whoa.
Maybe a spanking?
When he announced... not a panking. So when he announced that she would be held in custody,
Grandma need a spanking?
No, shut the fuck up.
Daddy like a pretty baby.
So when he announced that she would be held in custody, she smiled and clapped her hands. And just to wrap this up, Samsonova is currently being detained in a high-security Kazan psychiatric prison hospital for a detailed assessment before she stands trial. Evidence gathered in St. Petersburg found her to be insane, obviously, at this point. And once her assessment is over, her trial will commence. She will be returned to St. Petersburg, but for now, it is only being charged with one murder, and that is of Valentina Ulonova.
All right.
So she
Boom.
She said she killed 13, but they can't prove them because they can't find any of the bodies because
she's too good at the murdering.
She trashed them all up, you know. And another weird thing is
too much marinara sauce.
So much. So I mean, at the end of the day, but like I was gonna say that when the interviewers, this is a creepy thing, but when the interviewers were interviewing her and they were like leaving, she like blew a kiss to them through like the prison cell. And I don't know why. She's like an old woman. So
she's a gilf.
It seems that she's not
Crazy
a
gilf. Knows how to chop that meat up.
Sea gilf. Crazy gilf.
Sea gilf.
A sea gilf.
Sea gimilf.
Sea gilf.
Sea magimilf.
Crazy gilf.
And yeah, I wish that it sounds like David wishes that air kiss was a real kiss on the lips.
Which one of us, fucker?
Both, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
There is no distinction between you two as right now.
I would take a babushka kiss.
You both sound like you want a saucepan full of
Our own
Valentina
skin.
head and hands, and you'd be a happy camper. So fuck all you, and I don't need this. Okay, I really don't. I have Russian murders to.
All right, how about we let our guest tell a story?
I told you that was long.
Speaking of your guest, who just finished his bottle of white wine,
About time.
and I want the group to know that David Stokes also had a fair amount of white wine. But anyway,
White wine.
this David is talking now. And
My wine.
My wine.
Tobin, thank you for bringing up cannibalism.
Is cannibalism fun for you? Because I know that
It's not-
you.
Because we know you're a vegan.
Exactly what I was gonna
Thank
say.
you. Little known facts, you can be vegan but still eat human meat.
Whoa, that's tight.
Why? Because they're not animals.
It's not true. I'm just making that up. But anyway,
That'd be a wild twist on the whole thing.
it'd be a little weird. But
She's like, I'm still vegan to this day.
I kind of want to get into my story here, guys.
Do it.
And when you talk about cannibalism, you have to realize that like archaeological evidence suggests that humans have been practicing cannibalism for tens of thousands of years.
I've heard that.
Thank you very much.
On the message boards.
In fact, 600,000-year-old human bones have been found with flesh removed by other humans' teeth.
Well, I mean, that's impossible, though, because
Right.
we weren't on Earth until like 2,000 years ago, right? Is that it?
But historians speculate that ritual cannibalism, where the remains of the dead are eaten by their relatives, was commonly carried out in the early human society. This is what I'm talking about, like people eating other dead people in order to like honor their relatives.
So they were dead.
All right? Exactly. So
Well, that's-
there's a plethora of other times throughout history where people were eating other people.
Because I've heard of, like you said, the teeth marks on the bones. I've heard of, like, usually how they tell that cannibalism happened, like, nowadays, if they find, like, cut marks on the bones.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, that, because people usually...
Knives.
You should probably cook it bone in, because you get more flavor that way.
Oh, delicious.
It's true. Bone in
Bone
is
in.
more flavor. All the flavors from the marrow.
You're
right?
cooking me boning, we're boning.
I like to
Who-
put. I like to put.
Do you say it to every chef?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I like to
every
put
chef.
a popsicle stick into my tofu when I cook it because I think of it like a bone.
When's the last time you ate a piece of meat?
Shit, man. I don't know. Let's keep going with my story.
When was the last time you
So
had
anyway,
cheese?
probably like a year and a half ago.
Uh-oh. It's pretty recent.
Do not tell the wife.
She's going to listen.
So, cannibalism has been happening our whole lives. In fact, there's a couple instances. I know your podcast has covered this, but in 1609, the Jamestown colony in America was so badly struck by famine that people had to eat each other to survive, all right? In 1972, survivors of a plane crash in the Andes There was a lot of dead passengers.
I've heard of that
They
one.
did not get rescued for 72 days.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers had to eat people.
Because I was gonna say, if like you're sitting there and you're like, okay, well these guys are dead. Like, what do we do? That's.
I want to put it out
mean.
there.
Shit, I hope you'd start
We
to
all
come
we all
earlier.
get in a small. I'm talking like, is it a Cessna? That's a little plane. We get in a Cessna crash.
Yeah.
All three of us are dead. Not sorry, not dead. We're crashed.
Yeah.
We're there. We know we're eventually gonna get rescued.
Yeah.
Who do we kill and eat first?
I'd probably give you my left arm.
No. You wouldn't do that.
I have the least amount of meat because I'm the smallest.
I don't think that's true.
I think we eat Tobin.
No, okay, that's fat.
I feel like Stokes and I- Stokes
I know
and I
you're
have the same first
No,
name.
shut up. I have to come at him right now. I know you think you're trying to say is fucking clever, but fat you don't eat, motherfucker. So why don't you shut up? Okay,
I think that's the most highest.
I'm gonna
Buff
put it
as
on.
shit.
I'm gonna put it on the record books.
I'm probably the best meal.
If we are trapped somewhere, we're eating Tobin.
why?
All right, we're eating Tobin. Anyway, let's move on.
Because I'm supple.
So, I know that everybody's heard the things about like
Just
just on a
good-
party and all these different kind of. Let me just keep
does
going.
good personality make good meat? I don't know because
Yes,
they
it
eat
obviously
me, okay? 'Cause
does.
I'm fucking great.
So, I know we've talked about cannibalism like all our lives. We all know this kind of stuff. But
All
more
our lives.
disturbingly, cannibalism was widespread in early modern Europe, okay? So, like, we're talking like early British royals, all these different kind of things. They were all eating people. Even though they denounced people in the common world, everybody that they called savages, all these different kind of things, they drank, ate powdered Egyptian mummies, like human fat, flesh, bone, blood, brains, skin.
Whoa.
It was fucking weird, all right? This is what they called, like, corpse medicine.
Oh,
and they thought,
okay.
yeah, exactly.
Delicious.
So they thought that this would bring you power, this would give you, like, healing, all these different kind of things.
Well, the weird thing is, you said that like the wealthy kind of did this, right?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. When you're so rich, you run out of things to do, and you run out of things to
Yeah.
eat. You go,
You eat the poor.
I
Yep.
wonder what people taste like. That's what power does to you. Makes you eat someone.
That boy covered in shit and fur, he looks delicious. Bring him to my court.
Now,
that?
I want you to keep talking about power. 'Cause-
Power.
Yeah, keep talking about power.
So, "Power" is a song by Kanye
It's a
West.
good song.
It's
Because
really good.
All right, we're gonna move on to my kind of power. I'm talking about the kind of power where you rule over a country.
well, I mean,
I'm talking
Kanye,
about the kind. I'm talking. Well, yeah, obviously. I'm talking. Well, that's Kim. I'm talking about the kind of power where you are the king, or in this case, you are the queen.
Oh, are you talking about Bathory?
I am talking about Queen Elizabeth II.
that's my Beyonce.
Yo, she ate.
And at that,
Okay.
the current Queen of England,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, is a motherfucking cannibal. Here we go. I got the best conspiracy theory you have ever heard.
I mean,
this shit
she's,
is fucking,
she's a lizard person.
this shit is fucking true.
No wonder she looks so bad.
All right. So, let me just give you a little backstory on our girl.
I feel like we need
the
that.
Queen
I wanna know who
Elizabeth.
she ate.
She has reigned longer than any other living monarch, having ruled over 65 years.
Insane.
In that time, she has outlasted 13 prime ministers, 12 U.S. presidents, and she has traveled to over 1 million miles on official visits to 106 countries.
Okay. That shit
She's
is wild.
fucking cruising. And now I will also say, I just found out the other day she doesn't need a passport to do all this stuff.
I
She's just
mean,
kind of wilded.
She's kind of her own passport.
But
Like,
anyway,
she don't know who
lizard
she
person,
is.
but
She's
yeah.
old as shit, and she has been doing this forever. And let me tell you, at the age of 91, she still conducts 330 official engagements a year.
See, okay,
She also skipped
So-
over her expiration date.
Yeah.
so I have to say, overall, I am impressed by the amount of, would you say visits she does? What are these? What
Yeah.
are they? So I'm impressed by that. But when
Appearances.
you say that, how many miles she traveled, I'm not impressed by somebody walking onto a plane and then sitting and then if she walked those miles, I'd be like, whoa, that's fucking cool.
You
All
want-
right, we're not
want-
talking about
you want a
walking. We're talking about a
91-year-old
woman
woman?
that's 91 years old and still has 330 meetings a year
She is
all over the
impressive.
country.
She is.
I have like 15 meetings a year.
I mean, like, how
in
many,
LA.
How many days are there in a year? Like 700? That's like every other day.
Well, let me tell you guys something. How does Queen Elizabeth do it? How does she do it?
Lizard person.
She's
Baby brains.
fucking eating people.
Oh, yeah.
She's eating people on a regular basis.
She's absorbing their souls.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, I'm gonna give you facts right now.
But can I ask a question?
yeah, but you're gonna get the facts.
What is the best meat for an old person to eat?
Obviously, the chest.
No, I was gonna say a baby.
That was the
maybe,
brain.
But,
No,
baby
Oh
brain.
wait. Oh no. Human chest.
Little baby brain sushi rolls.
Human
Okay,
chest.
stop.
You keep all your power in the chest. Anyway, while there are countless examples of Queen Elizabeth killing and eating people, look it up.
Yeah,
Get up there.
she's been doing it.
I think one of my favorites is the fact that any time the Queen of England visits Canada, dozens of school children go missing.
Oh, wow. How much maple syrup goes missing, too?
I'm not fucking kidding, dude. Look this shit up. Anytime she lands in Canada.
Dumbest shit.
You're on to something, man.
No. Look this shit
It's
up.
the fountain of youth,
Anytime she
Canadian
lands
children.
in Canada, I want to give big motherfucking shout outs to All Time Conspiracies.
Yeah.
It's a great website. Look it up.
Oh,
They
I
got
thought
a
you were going to
YouTube.
give
They
out
got
to
different
Alex
things.
Jones.
No, God, no.
Alex Jones, we know you're banned. We've gone over this. If you're listening, come to our show.
Please don't, Alex.
Alex Jones, please come to our show.
No one here supports you.
I just want a baby sushi roll, please.
A baby sushi roll?
While I could delve into the fact that the Queen of England is stealing Canadian school children,
Yeah.
I would like to get into a more important story. So I'm going to go on here for a bit. Feel free to jump in whenever you want.
Okay.
Oh, God. In 2012, a serviceman was given clearance to investigate a possible electrical problem in the castle's east side kitchen area.
Wait, castles have electricity?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
You're picturing a stone
It's
castle.
2018.
Stowe?
It's 2019, son of a bitch. So anyway, the serviceman was
agreed with
accompanied
you.
by 3 pre-cleared English constables. He poked around the kitchen. He found like some fucked up wiring. He was like, all right, I figure this is what it is, behind the old refrigerator. So he then had to make a call for the rest of his team to get cleared so that he'd come in, do all the fixing that he needed to do. But before leaving, the serviceman, who refused to give his name to the media in fear of getting caught,
Very smart.
very
His name was probably Len. That's
Probably
why he didn't want
Len.
to tell anybody.
Let's go with
he
Len.
opened the Queen's private freezer.
Oh, no.
He did this because he wanted to make sure that everything was, keeping cold. He didn't want all the electrical problems could have been an
Is there
issue.
a fuck ton of Otter Pops in there.
What type
Let
of
me
fridge
finish.
do you think
Here?
Dyson.
What he
They
found
make
in there,
vacuums.
what he found right on the top layer was strips of flayed meat stretched out like bacon and carefully packaged in see-through wrapped containers. So when he saw this, he went out. He got the constables. Let's just call them a bunch of bros. A bunch of English bros.
He's like, sir, I found a bunch of bacon in the freezer. Oh, can you come check to make sure it's bacon?
They were watching footy. Can you do that now and say, "No, I'm not coming. I'm watching footy."
No, I'm not coming. I'm watching footy. Manchester.
exactly what happened.
Manchester United.
So anyway, he was just like, "Bros, you need to get in here and check this fucking shit out." So one of the officers looked at him and he was like, "This guy looks crazy. He looks like he's seen a fire or something."
A fire? Who has ever
And
said that?
Well, a direct quote was
is that the English version? Is they look like they've seen a ghost?
a direct quote was.
Yo, shout out Chichester. What's up?
It was
I'm
just-
sorry, I did it. It looked like they seen the Queen Bloody Mary.
Oh.
Queen Bloody Mary.
Okay.
So we're getting into it here.
I understood your
Anyway,
accent. Your
so
shit
he
accent.
finally got all the officers in there, and he got them to go through all the shit. I'm sorry, I hit the table. But the officers were appalled because they felt like they were rifling through the Queen's business. And another quote, it felt like they were taking a peek at her damned undies. One of them said,
I'd be down.
She doesn't wear undies.
well, shit.
She wears a burlap sack.
Anyway, so they kept rifling through the meats, and then one of the servicemen yanked out a frozen motherfucking forearm. And then they yanked out a part of a leg. And then they yanked out a small hunk of male chest. And a few others I'd rather not describe.
How do you know
That's
it's a male
right.
chest?
That's right. They were pulling out dicks.
Oh, shit. Like the guy who has 3,179 of them.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Yeah, that's right. At first, the constables thought that they were looking at packaged pig parts, but soon they realized they were looking at the remains of a human. What to do next? Normally, they check missing persons, they look at DNA samples,
They didn't
and they
marinate
immediately detain a suspect. But you know what? It's the Queen. And they thought to herself, she has special privileges. She's the queen, the God's monarchy. She's God's bride. That's what everybody believes, and she's above the law. And they couldn't do anything about it. And this is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yes.
Can I say something that the only reason I don't believe the story is true is because I don't believe that the Queen would eat frozen patties.
Yeah, it's gonna be fresh
No,
meat.
this is in her freezer. She's keeping
No,
this.
that's what I'm saying. Like
she's murdering
she
people and
only
keeping it
eats
there.
fresh.
She's Wendy's.
Okay, she only keeps
Yeah,
fresh.
exactly. That's
but
exactly what
let
I'm
me
going
tell you
for.
something right now. How many people can you kill and not like get caught? She can't just be murdering people on the daily.
She's the queen?
This has to be a carefully orchestrated murder
Okay.
on a regular basis.
It's probably just
Let's
Harry's
just call
meat.
it monthly to keep
Name's
people's
Henry.
thoughts that. All I'm saying is keep your eyes out for the motherfucking queen. All right,
Damn.
because LPs are real. Yes, we know that.
Little people?
No,
Lizard
lizard people.
people.
Come
Oh.
on. Have you listened to our
God
podcast?
damn it, lizard people are real. All right,
They are.
The upper class is controlling it. Fucking,
That's a high
get
five.
it.
Stop
And now I will
high-fiving.
tell you that the Queen of England is a cannibal.
Well,
She is murdering people, and this story was suppressed, dude.
Time out, though.
Everybody's okay. Go ahead.
Is she a cannibal because she's a lizard person? She's just eating humans.
Oh fuck yeah, that was sick.
I'm not trying to.
That was tight.
I'm
That
not
was
trying to
tight.
like rebuttal
Let's
here.
prove let's prove both theories right now.
but she might eat lizard people.
Yeah.
Because then you're a cannibal.
Yeah.
I will also say, if you live in Canada and the Queen of England is visiting
Hide your kids.
your country, hide your kids.
Can I
Hide your
say?
kids.
Can I say this really quick? Do you think I'm gonna create another conspiracy theory right
Oh,
now?
let's
Do you
do
think
it.
Canada was created for
Cannibals?
cannibalism?
Oh my god.
Nice.
Like it's
Cannibalada.
It's literally a giant farm that,
Oh
that
my
the Queen of England created
That makes so much
in
sense.
order to feed off of their children.
That's why they're so nice.
Yeah, she made them docile.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. So just think about that, guys.
Wow.
I don't want to.
Anyway,
blow your mind, but
I would
just
end.
did.
I would end this by saying that's my story, but I'm gonna end it by saying that's my truth.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
Speak
That-
your truth.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
I'm gonna snap to that.
Goosebumps, sister.
This is ASMR now. Wow, that was cool. I like the. I never knew about that theory. Actually,
I didn't know about that truth.
I did. What did I say?
You said theory.
I didn't know
Yeah,
about
bro.
that fact.
Thank you.
That's very factual.
That's
and
what I was looking for.
Very impressive.
Come at me, England.
Yeah.
You should have given me a warning so I could cover Gary's ears. But I mean, it's nothing like he's been shot in the head. I mean, I think he's heard it all.
His ears are blown out.
Yeah, you can't hear shit.
God, he's fucking looking at me.
He
man.
is looking right at you.
Papa,
Just let him sit in your lap for like just this
me
last
no.
little bit.
No, fuck,
just this
I'm
last
fucking-
little
no,
bit.
no.
Okay, okay, and I'll put him back. I'll put him back. David got up and started walking away. He's going back. He's going back. He's going back.
We're good. All right.
He is back safe.
All right. So
I'm back.
should I hop on to my story?
Yes, sir.
Get it.
So with our lovely guest here, I decided to do something a little shorter than usual, especially because our first story was a tad bit long.
Are you calling me fucking short?
I'm calling both of you short.
All right.
I actually am.
That's a valid point.
You guys are both short.
I'm long story. I'm long story.
Okay, but yeah, so a little short story, but don't worry. This story is jam-packed with some really, really, really spooky shit.
Juicy queen meat.
Literally, I mean,
Ooh, can I have some queen meat, please?
I literally mean this is full of spooky shit.
Okay.
So my story takes place in 2011.
Ah!
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God.
Sorry, was that not the...
Oh, shit.
That was the year I turned 21, dog. That was a great
Oh,
year.
sorry. I thought that
How
was...
old are you? Gross.
What the fuck you talking about? So this is this takes place at the the whole time I was writing this, like, this is a fucking weird name. The school is called the Ethnic Boarding High School in Son Hoa in Vietnam.
That's a racist
Okay.
name.
Okay.
The Ethnic Boarding School. I just think that's kind of
Bad. That's a bad
But I
look.
feel like in Vietnam they didn't know what that word meant, so they just used it.
Vietnam.
Vietnam. Yes, Vietnam.
Vietnam. So it was at the school where a student suddenly became hysterical.
Like laughing?
I remember when I didn't make it into the play in theater.
Yeah. So he returned back to his dorm room one night.
I wanted to be Tybalt. Sorry.
He returned at his dorm room, falling to the floor, babbling and screaming incoherently and scratching at the walls.
Gary Busey should have won an Oscar.
So he's on the ground screaming and scratching at the walls from the ground, which I think is a very strange sight to,
It's a little
get a
weird.
little picture of. Yeah.
It's so crazy that you're the only one that thinks that would be a weird sight.
I mean, I know that's how you usually wake up, but
Night terrors.
Fuck you. Night Terror starring Alex Tobin.
day terror.
Just when you thought the night just got safe.
So the question is, where was he?
He's in Vietnam.
I mean, he's in Vietnam.
Vietnam.
But what was he doing before he became so hysterical? Like, what do you have any guesses, boys? Like, where do you think he was that he got back to his dorm room and he's on the ground screaming nonsense and scratching at the walls?
He's smoking something with somebody.
He's at the cocaine fair.
Well, he was taking a shit in a haunted bathroom.
Oh God. Are we talking butt ghosts?
We're talking haunted bathrooms.
I'm a little afraid if we're talking butt ghosts.
Yeah, that's right. Shit. So I Googled a haunted toilet while I was at Costco today because I thought it'd be funny.
You were right.
I was sitting there at Costco eating my my chicken bake.
You got a chicken bake?
I'd never had one before.
They're good.
Today I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going... Because I always got the Costco frozen pack of like 30 of them.
They sell chicken bakes, yeah.
Yeah, but you take it home, you try to cook it, and the center is always frozen.
You gotta cut it in half.
Or
poke
secret?
holes in it, maybe.
I don't know, it was always frozen. So
Yeah, you
I
gotta
was
poke
always
holes
a
in it.
little turned away from it, and it was always like, oh, I guess I'm going to eat this half-frozen chicken bake.
I got
But
no horse in this race.
You don't.
Yeah,
But just imagine, like...
chicken
just
is
imagine,
an
like,
animal.
Imagine the best tasting vegan thing times 1,000.
For sure, that's a Costco chicken bake.
Think of like queen meat, but
Way
less
better.
good.
You talking green meat? You talking stolen Canadian children meat?
I'm not rolling it out.
Anyway.
So the school officials rushed the kid to the nearby hospital where he regained consciousness. And waking up confused, like, oh, where am I? I'm in the hospital. And they're like,
shitting?
he was. His bedpan was full.
He was. I can't even imagine shitting in a bedpan.
Yeah, I can't say ever.
The bottom is so close
The
to your
splashback
asshole.
is real intense.
The bottom is so close to your asshole.
You would feel like the tip touched.
Have you ever shit and the tip touch? Exactly. Because have you ever
This
shit?
whole podcast is me snorting like a pig.
Wait. Have you ever shit?
I'm a little pig.
Have you ever shit where like the shit's poking out of the water and you could like, and it's like,
I'm sorry, what?
What's up?
A little iceberg
it's
shit?
like an iceberg where like 90% is under the water, but like there's a little 10% sticking out.
How deep of toilets do you shit into?
Very shallow.
Tobin only takes shits in preschools.
I have a bed.
He's got the little... Like,
You
the
only
little,
shit in the lake?
little
I have a
toilets.
bedpan under my bed. No, I'm just saying, like, sometimes they peak. They break.
you know.
They break the surface area, right?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Shut up. Why are you outing me right now?
Because you're saying stupid shit.
I'm saying stupid water breaking shit. Okay, so let's just keep going before I lose it and start screaming on the floor.
Yeah, that's going to happen. So yeah, he woke up at the hospital and he's pretty confused and they're like, what the fuck happened? And he said that he had a little bit of a run-in with a spooky ghost in the bathroom at school.
It took him to get home to start screaming to figure that out.
Well, and then he saw the ghost and somehow it broke his mind and he went nuts.
But he was screaming in his apartment.
He lost
correct?
his shit. Anyway, keep going.
So sure, it's easy to laugh and rule out any of this happened to one kid, right? You guys think it's like, oh yeah, one kid just, had a little bit of a mental breakdown.
I mean, you catch me laughing at one kid, but two kids, I'm very serious.
Well, what if I told you this happened to 12 other kids?
Whoa.
At the
We
school.
talking butt ghosts?
We're talking about ghosts at the school. So, all these 12... So this is a total of 13 school children at this one school.
13 butts.
13 butts
You gotta
have
stop
been...
shitting at school. These kids are too comfortable at their school. You
Yeah.
gotta hold that fecal in and then get home and then do it there. That's what a normal human being does.
finger in and ask what the matter is.
Yeah, you gotta run to the bathroom really urgently and
Fecal matter.
I'm going to level
Get
with you
close.
guys right now. I don't poop in public.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I do sometimes.
I didn't for a long time, and then once I broke that seal, it's just like, I can't wait to shit in public.
Nice.
I
Okay.
don't even lock the door.
Can I ask you this? Can I ask you this? Are you a no barrier? Are you a plastic toilet seat? Like the one that you pull out of the back of the toilet barrier, or are you a toilet paper where you make like the back, the sides, and the front?
It all depends on where I am.
Okay, I've never.
I'm a barrier.
No,
and then if it's somewhere bad, I'm a squatter.
I always use the toilet paper to make the
like
barrier
if you're
on
at
the toilet.
Coachella in like a gross porta potty,
I can't even.
and it's like
sit
110
down.
I don't
degrees,
support
you're
Coachella
squatting.
because the owner's a piece of shit.
Nice, go in.
I thought you were a vegan.
It's not like I've been there.
Let's go back to shitting. Okay,
Yeah.
what were you saying about shitting?
All right, so yeah, not only him but 12 other students had the same exact thing, and I'm talking like the whole incoherent babbling, scratching at the walls, like losing consciousness shit. Like it wasn't just
Damn.
like people like being like, "Oh, I got haunted." Like everybody had the same exact fucking thing happen. And it was also noted that these accounts all happened between the hours of 8 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Not even the witching hour.
It's called a late shit.
Y'all know about the witching hour?
No, what's that? That's 4 p.m. 4 a.m.
3:33.
Yeah,
Oh, is that
think so.
Amityville horror type shit?
No, that's like
Something like
real
that.
talk shit. Like
Okay.
you wake up at 3:33.
I know we've talked about the witching hour on
There's
the
a
show before.
motherfucking ghost in your
Probably.
room.
Okay. Too bad they never had a ghost poo. You know what a ghost poo is? It's where you shit and then you wipe and there's nothing in there.
Oh, I always call that a Casper.
No, well, it's the same thing. There's a couple names for it. It's ghost poo, clean break, no wiper.
Constipation.
But I'm telling you this, if you wipe once and then get out of the bathroom, you're a psychopath. You have to at least wipe twice because the first wipe is like, oh, did I miss something? Did I like,
Scrub it bloody.
as many God damn it, David. As many
I didn't say anything.
people on
don't yell at
plane,
him.
as many
It's our
fat
guest.
men on planes say, go deeper,
Go
right?
deeper. You can always go deeper.
Deeper. So you always got to wipe twice.
Yeah. So the school refused to humor the idea that Moaning Myrtle was in Vietnam and just fucking with these kids.
Good reference.
And yeah, I had to throw it out there because you guys didn't say anything about Moaning Myrtle.
Don't fucking get me started.
She's a
on
pervert.
Harry Potter.
What a pervert.
Real perv.
I'll turn this podcast into a Harry Potter podcast really fast.
Maybe that's what we'll do when you run out of ideas.
Fucking try me.
Could break down every chapter. But yeah, so the students, the teachers, the school administration would not acknowledge it, and so the students just started moving out of the dorms and refused to use any of the restrooms on the school's campus.
Oh, so this was a bathroom in the dorms at the college.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought this was like a random like porta potty bathroom.
No. This was like at the college, the dorms and stuff, and so people just either moved or would just hold it in all day.
I better get answers to this ghost.
I'm sorry, what?
Are there answers to this ghost? Like, do we
No.
know who this ghost is?
The only thing I could think of, like realistically, that's not like a creepy thing is like maybe like a psychedelic fucking toad was on the seat. People sat on, absorbed it through their ass or something.
Have you guys seen The League where they have a cocaine toilet seat?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking immediately. Is that
cocaine doesn't make you freak out and lay on the ground and scratch the wall.
No, I'm saying, but yeah, maybe like they lace the toilet seat with LSD, but
Yeah.
like I don't know how hard LSD
It
to
will-
get it off a toilet seat is.
See, that's the hard
difficult?
thing. That's the
Super
hard thing.
easy. It's super easy.
That's the hard thing to like try to blame a drug on because it's like everybody had the exact same thing, and as far
Nobody
as
has the same reactions. to
like
something
peyote, is it peyote? I don't fucking know.
that. Peyote.
Do you have to scream peyote?
Pelati. Melani.
I'm sorry, it's in my contract that anytime anybody says peyote, I have to yell peyote.
I remember. Okay, now I remember
Is
reading
it-
that with your agent.
Is it actually called peyote?
No, it's just in my contract that I have to yell
Oh.
peyote.
Okay.
It's because he's sponsored by Gatorade. They have a weird thing with it.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Great Gatorade.
I love Gatorade.
Make your queen last 95 years.
Blue Frost.
She drinks a lot of Blue Frost Gatorade. That's the best kind.
See, I thought she'd do the Glacier Ice because the Blue Frost would stain her all-white gown.
Nice.
Wait, is Glacier Frost white?
It's like the foggy white.
Also,
Oh,
all her corgis,
All
she
of her
keeps
corgis?
replacing those. She eats those too.
How many corgis have she eaten?
7.
They got fat asses. I don't mean that in
She
a
does- she-
sexual way.
she-
I don't mean that in a sexual way. Please don't.
You said it in a very sexual
Don't
way. Let's keep
misconstrue
going with
this.
it. I want to keep going.
Oh no,
with
I'm
this.
done. That's it.
You're done.
I told you I had a short story because
That shit brazy.
Wait, so okay, that's what I was getting at. Is did they ever find out who's constantly
No
haunting
answer.
this toilet?
no answer.
So
When was the most recent episode? Do we know?
It all happened in 2011.
All
Okay.
same year.
So
Yeah,
it might
all
be
13
mass,
of
mass hysteria, maybe. But the thing is, like, do
It's
they?
the mercury.
So everybody's not using that bathroom anymore. Did they lock it off or something?
I mean, I couldn't find any follow-up story. They might be using it now.
Damn. Just stop taking.
It just doesn't fucking make sense that that 13 people would have the exact same crazy ass reaction. I don't know.
Gary, any thoughts?
Gary?
He's stoic.
I think he knows, and that's why
Yeah.
he's not saying anything.
I don't like that I'm sitting dead across from him. Sorry,
That's how we
right
make-
across from him.
That's how we make our guests sit.
Dead
though.
across.
No, right across.
Gary
Oh, fuck.
needs to look at our guests dead in the eye.
Yeah. It's more of a...
I love you, Big G.
Yeah, it's more of a intimidation thing we do, where we have our haunted dolls stare at our guests, so they know where they're at.
Yeah, I know right where I'm at.
Yeah, so
I'm in Gary's house.
I mean, Jesus Christ, it's pretty crazy to think that a toilet seat can be haunted. You know what? I don't know what toilet Elvis died on,
Whoa.
but I would love to take a shit on that toilet. I'll tell you that much.
I let Elvis haunt me.
I'd let Elvis haunt me.
Wake up 150 pounds heavier with a cocaine addiction.
That's your Elvis impression.
You're not going to add baby in there?
Baby.
I'm all shook up.
The queen eats babies.
Hey, you wanna give the queen some of your babies?
So I think to end this podcast, I think what we really need to do is predict this cannibalistic queen's death. When is she going to die?
They're gonna.
Fucking never. If
She
you're
was,
a cannibal,
she was
no, 'cause
supposed
you
to
can-
die July 5th, right? Or
No,
not,
I'm
January
ju-
5th, right?
You did send me some pretty convincing memes, but
Yeah.
I will say, if you eat human flesh, as the queen does, you will live forever.
I think she's.
Do you
I
guys-
think she's lasting until March of 2021.
Do you guys ever think that there's ever like?
I'm saying she's outliving me. I'm dying at 32. You can mark it on this podcast. I'm letting you know right
So
now.
bad.
No, I'm telling you, I'm
Shit, that's-
dying at 32.
It's 3 years from me right now.
Yeah.
I've always thought about this. I've always wondered what the worst meat I've ever eaten, like unawareingly. I mean, you're not in this conversation because you don't eat any form of meat.
I had some spoiled satine once.
What is satine?
Oh, satine's like fake meat, right?
Yeah, it's like a wheat,
Yeah.
like a gluten.
No one
based
cares.
thing.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't bad at all.
No one cares.
You got spoiled.
I'm very like nothing can make me
Is it
sick.
pronounced Satan?
Satan.
I'm just curious. Like,
What? So what's the worst meat you've ever had?
well, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, I've eaten at some very sketchy locations around the world and stuff, and I've always wondered, like, what is the worst meat I ever had? Like, have I eaten dog? Have I eaten cat? Have I eaten the queen's stock?
I'll tell you this: I've eaten fucking E. coli at fucking Korean barbecue and puked my brains out, and I fucking lost like 8 pounds in one.
Everybody else
3
was
days.
fine. You're
Yeah,
just fucking
thanks to
crying.
Tobin, no one
Literally
you can't do
everyone-
birthdays at Korean barbecue anymore.
Literally everyone else was fine at that whole Korean.
No. Let me correct you.
Recant.
I just ate rice and veggies. So
I'm not gonna say everybody was okay. Everybody was great. Everybody had a great time. Everybody had a great meal except for him.
Well, I had a great time and I had a great meal.
It always
just
has to be about you,
afterward.
doesn't it?
It has to be. If it
That's why he
isn't-
goes first on the podcast.
Oh. I'm about to fucking jump across this table.
do it, fucking do it.
You
dare you.
weak-willed piece of shit.
dare you.
The one rule about Camp Strange is you always try to get the hosts to fight each other.
I'm going to knee your jaw.
You couldn't reach my jaw with your knee.
Dude, I could reach your fucking... I could... Oh, you
That's
you
the
don't
laugh
even
I've been
know.
waiting for the whole episode. That's
You don't
all I've
even know.
wanted the whole time.
Fuck you. I'll fuck both you up, dude.
Wish you would.
David thinks he wrestled in high school. He didn't wrestle in high school.
I
I'll wrestle
didn't.
this-
It was middle school.
I'll wrestle him. Fuck this dude.
Gary's looking at me like he wants to scrap.
Gonna fast forward 15 minutes. We're all gonna be dead on the ground, and
I'll
Gary's gonna be
uppercut
staying
you
on
into
top
the
of us.
stratosphere.
I love you, Gary.
So I think that wraps up our podcast really quick. It turned into a very violent one near the end, but we're all,
So we all love.
threatening to fight each other. But I think that was basically the end of it. They're gonna cheers really quick.
Well, they're gonna announce it.
I'll
We gotta
cheers
make
to
it.
this.
We gotta
I'll
make
cheers.
it loud.
Okay, I'll cheers to this. Oh fuck! I'm surprised nothing broke
that
on
sounds
that.
good.
But thank you guys for tuning in. That was really fun. Thank you, David Ledwith.
Thank you so much, Daddy.
for coming in and giving us your cannibalistic queen stories. I didn't even know
Coward.
about that.
Thank you for having me.
I feel like I
Coward.
know about a lot of stories, and I
I'm
never
not a
even
coward
heard about
anymore.
Yeah.
Have me back anytime you want.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Back to back?
Let's do it.
Also, look it up. Look
Shit,
up
we
the
could
Queen.
just cut this episode in half and it'd be 2 episodes.
Probably. But honestly, thank you guys for listening. You guys are awesome. Rate, review, subscribe. We really appreciate when you guys do that because it really helps us
a lot.
Helps us, get to the forefront of the iTunes.
And also send us your spooky stories. We want to do another one of those from the camp story things.
It's called Tales from the Camp.
Yeah, that's close enough. But yeah, send us like your good spooky stories. If you don't have one, if you know someone that does have one, maybe see if they can send one to us. Like, we have a lot of fun doing that and reading your own personal stories, and it means a lot to us to hear from you guys.
Yeah, we always honestly, if you guys want to DM us or just hit us up on email, that's we always enjoy it and we always respond. And
We always respond.
So, hit us up. All the hyperlinks for, all the Spotify, whatever the fuck else it's on, iTunes. What is it, Stitcher? Stitcher is on.
I've never used Stitcher.
Me neither. So, you got to pay for it, I think. But check us out on that. And we have merch. I'm wearing a very soft Camp Strange shirt right now.
They're the best shirts.
If you don't want to buy a
Can I
shirt...
feel it? I'm going to feel it really quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to let the public know. That shit real
Do you
soft.
not have
It's
one?
soft.
No.
Fuck.
That boy
Come on,
poor.
man. I spilt this huge, big old red
Mountain Dew.
liquor drink all over the white one.
Oh, are you fucking
He
serious?
spilled a big Mountain Dew all
Washed
over
it. Perfect.
Oh,
Mountain
you
Dew
serious?
Code Red.
Yeah, so
Oh, that's
even our
great.
light colored one can
Can
fight
wash
off
out Mountain Dew Code Red.
Code Red with vodka. It can wash it straight out.
I mean, to be honest, we don't make a lot of money off any of the merch anyway. So if you don't want to buy merch, that's fine too. But it's fun and it's really soft. But we're gonna
No, in
try-
all honesty, if I could get the exact same shirts and just with no design on it, I probably would buy them just for everyday shirts.
Yeah.
They are so fucking comfortable. It's crazy.
Hopefully, in the future, we'll find a way to make them cheaper and
Maybe we could add to the store ones without the logo on them, just black tees.
we're just slanging black
and
tees.
a 3-pack of black tees.
I'm not opposed. But you guys, it is always a pleasure to talk to you guys and hear your responses. And it's always a pleasure to have our guests on, like David Ledwith over here. He's kissing us like Kevin right now. And he just hit my record player.
He's breaking shit.
Thank you for that. So, you guys, stay spooky, stay weird. David, do you have anything to say?
Just appreciate all you listeners and hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And, if you guys want to if you're in the area and you want to be on the episode, hit us up. Let us know.
Yeah, fuck it. And David, do you have anything to say? Ledwith, I mean?
Yeah.
Go Packers.
Hey, go Packers.
Yeah, go Pack, go.
Hey, go Packers.
Don't say that, though. We have a lot of Minnesota listeners.
Fuck Minnesota.
Oh, my God. I'm editing that out. I'm going to put a little bleep over that.
So, thank you guys for listening. It's always a pleasure. And don't forget to stay strange.